Hey guys, Anders with your daily Logic Pro tutorial. What we're going to have a look at in this is shortcuts in Logic. I'm going to go through the shortcuts I find really useful all the time, and I'll show you how to customize and make your own shortcuts. Let's get into that.
Say my name out loud.
Hi guys, it's Anders. Here we are back in Logic. If these videos are helpful for you, please bang a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you've got any questions or other videos you would like to see, comment down below. So what we're going to do today is just go over really quickly a couple of the shortcuts that I really like to use in Logic that I find really helpful, and then the way that you can set up your own custom shortcuts if that's what you so wish to do. So I tend to work all in this one window. I work on an iMac and I don't have a multiple screen set up. So I tend to just work in the one window, and I will sometimes use half and half depending on what it is that I'm doing. So for example, if I've got a vocal track that I'm working on and I'm perhaps editing that, I will keep that in the top section of the display, and then I'll press E to bring up the editor. And if I've then got some audio selected, I can then bring that into the audio editor. You've also got the score editor and step editor within this same area, and this will reflect depending on what you have selected. So if we have an audio channel selected, for example, we would then be able to bring up audio related editing. See, so now we've got track and file, for example. If we select it here and we change that, we've then got the MIDI editor instead, and they're just brought up by pressing E on the keyboard. The other one that I use a lot in half and half is going to be X, and X brings up the mixer, and it brings it up in your default view, which for me is just set up like so, with the tracks visible rather than all. You just press X to bring that up, and however you've set it, it will keep retaining that. So if you're perhaps just doing your levels, for example, you could drop it down to here and you could just keep bringing it up as so. Or if you're doing your full mix, you can bring the whole mixer up and just keep doing that, and then look at the area you're working on at the top here, rather than having the full screen. That's how I prefer to work. The other one is a super common shortcut. It's just spacebar, and that's going to be your play and pause. The letter K switches on your metronome on and off, and sometimes I will quickly just hit that if I'm in the process of recording a part out and it maybe goes to an area where I haven't got a solid drum pattern or something to be working with. I'll tend to just hit that on so I've got that to work with. The other is G. G brings up the sort of arrangement and marker sections that I've shown you previously in these Logic videos. So you can do tempo adjustments, you can change the key of the track, you can put your arrangement markers in and things like that, and that's just hidden under G, which is real quick to then grab like that. Those are the main ones that I really use. We've also got F actually. F brings up the sample library. So for me, that goes to all files. You see my Lacy Drive, sample archive, and then a D&B folder here, which has all of these guys in. You can also then browse through the other media and project stuff. And then if you were to click over here, this is one you might use quite a lot under D, which is the list editors. If you're working with a lot of audio in your transport area, D is one that will bring up the event history of all that audio, so you can arrange it, quantize it, edit it as well. So if there's something particularly you want to do inside Logic that you would like to create a shortcut for, you can also go into here and into key commands and then edit. And then in this window you've got pretty much every parameter you could wish for inside Logic, and you can reconfigure certain areas of it. So we could look at the mixer, for example, and we could do show hide MIDI instruments. If that's something you have to work with a lot, you could make a shortcut for that. And if there's something that you're not sure about or what it's called that you want to do, you've also got a search command up here that will find most of the parameters inside Logic. For example, if we were to put in step, we've got everything relating to step automation, step editors, everything you can be able to look step backwards in keyboard input, huge amount of things, and you can link all those up as much as you want. Ones that are already predefined you can define as being something else. You can really customize it to your heart's content. Personally, those ones that I just said work for me for the most part. along with obviously the most common Control X, Control C, Control V and things like that for your copy and pasting that work across the all platforms. That's all I really use them for. So guys, I hope that was helpful for you, and if you didn't know about the shortcut feature and being able to create your own shortcuts, I hope that's helpful for you and you really make good use of it. I shall see you on the next video.